The power of words, don't take it for granted. When you hear a man ranting, don't just read the lips. Be more sublime than this, put everything in context. Is this a tale of rough justice in a land where there's no justice at all? Who is really the victim? Or are we all the cause, a victim of it all?
Hello everybody, Colorado Biker Prepper here again. And just thought I'd show you what I've been up to recently. I've just gotten in a whole box of all the Mylar bags for doing all my food packaging. Great stuff. I've got a couple here. I got a 2-quart and a 1-quart bag. And I'm doing smaller bags because I don't want to do large bags. For one reason is once you open them, it's got a pretty limited life. You want them to be good for as long as possible, and also for portability, so you can have a wide variety of stuff to take with you. So I've been packaging stuff up here. First of all, the thing I use are the Mylar bags. I got these. These are 8 mil. They also have in them, these are also the ones that have the Ziploc in them, so they can be resealed. So I have those. So I got those I got started. Really good bags. And then of course I've got your oxygen absorbers right here. I've got a 500cc and a 1000cc. These are really good. These absorb all the oxygen and prevent the oxidation from happening, which is one of the enemies of food. You want to prevent them from oxidizing. So they're the oxygen absorbers. And I'm packaging them and I'm sealing them up. I'm using an iron, just, you know, typical household iron. And I've also kind of engineered an old vacuum pump. So I'm vacuuming out as much of the air as possible with the vacuum pump before I seal them up. So that way I get that. I've got several different kinds that I've been doing. I've got my just regular white jasmine rice, some sugar, an 8-bean blend that I put together. It's actually not all beans. It also has lentils, which are really good. High in protein, really high in fiber, very important. Also steel-cut oats, and then of course 7-grain and rice. This is a great blend that I found at a Asian grocery store. It has mung beans, black beans, just all sorts of beans, and also some brown rice and some really good high-quality rice in there. Also has things like barley, things like that that you really need, and of course salt. And I've also been making up little packets to go in these, especially the 8-bean blend and the 7-grain and rice. I got a spice blend that I put here, which is just some parsley, dried oregano, some crushed bay leaf, some other spices and stuff. This is a blend that I use for the beans whenever I make like a bean soup or something. It goes really well. And also salt, some Lowry seasoning salt, a little bit of paprika, onion powder, just general kind of stuff. And I make up smaller individual packets to put inside of them, so I'll have some with me. Then I also have this, and these are for my bug out bag. And this is about, well, let's see, it's about 4 cups in each side, and it's about a cup of each a day is minimum. So this is about, let's see, this is about 4 or 5 days worth of food right here, and it doesn't weigh much. It's compact. It packs down pretty tight. It's vacuum sealed really well. I can also reseal them because of the Ziploc on it. And also inside those, inside with the beans, I also put in beef jerky. I like the green chili, red chili, peppered, regular. I use the New Mexico Foods. These are really good. This is beef jerky, but it's not your typical beef jerky. This is really the closest thing that you would get to preserved beef. One says no preservatives because, well, it doesn't need any. It's packed in nitrogen. I carry these in my backpack when I go backpacking, and these are really good for protein. It's dried beef. This is not your processed stuff. This is just strips of beef that have been basically dried, salted, and cured. And these last for a long time. I just bought these in March, and they're good until, well, gee, April 2014. That's in the packaging as is. They're charged with nitrogen. So they're non-oxidizing. They got a desiccant pack in there. Very little fat in these, which is also an enemy. The fat goes rancid when it goes old, so you want to get something with very low fat content. The regular beef jerky stuff that you buy, like Tillamook and all the other brands, that's processed meat. That's not just dried beef. This is just dried beef. The other stuff has a much higher moisture content in it, which makes it easier to eat. right out of the bag, but it also means that it has a shelf life of maybe 6 months at best. This stuff, when it's packaged in these, probably has a shelf life of about 10 years. It's really good stuff too. I love it. I use it all the time. It's great food. So check out New Mexico Foods. They do bulk sales. They're really good. So really good beef, and it tastes really good. It's dry as hell though. Right out of the bag, it's not that good. You can eat it. What I usually do is take a small piece, chew it up, and then put it in my cheek, and let my saliva rehydrate it, and then it's okay. And then it's like the stuff that you buy, like Tillamook or any of the other stuff that's processed and is basically just well, lips and assholes that have been added a lot of salt and nitrate to, so it tastes like beef jerky. This is the real deal. This is the good stuff, not the crap stuff that you get in the in gas stations or anything like that you see all the time. So this is really good stuff. But this is pretty much what I've been doing. I've got a hell of a lot more downstairs. This is my rice bag. I've packaged away 2 of those already. So that's 100 pounds of rice. The 8-bean blend, I just bought the beans in 20-pound bags. I think I still have one around here. But yeah, here it is. Actually, it's a 25-pound bag. So, but all the beans that I've bought have been in a 25-pound bag. And it's actually cheap. The 25-pound bag for most of the beans was $9 or $10 per bag. So I've been able to put away at least about a year's worth of food for about under $200. So you can do it, and you can do it cheaply. So, but this is a way to do it. So anyway, talk to you later, guys.
Now if you starve to death, you'll just have yourself to blame. So eat it.